Chris Bright is the political newcomer in the 1st Congressional District Republican primary, but the dairy businessman has already served his country.
I was a West Point graduate. I started my career after I graduated as a lieutenant in the Corps of Engineers. Did a lot of geopolitical work around the world, and I finished my career as a team leader within a special forces group leading civil affairs soldiers.
Now, Bright is on the campaign trail, vying for the opportunity to take on an even more difficult political mission. Here's the problem that no Republican has been able to solve in the 1st District. How do you defeat Chris Pappas?
Well, Chris Pappas has voted with Joe Biden 100% of the time now. So I think what voters are going to start to see is this is a representative that has gone to Washington, D.C. and has decided to align himself with the National Party or with Nancy Pelosi or Chuck Schumer. And I think that voters are frustrated with that.
Bright says he liked a lot of the policies of the Trump administration, but would not call himself a 100% supporter of the former president.
I think our number one issue is just how polarized this country is. And so, we could talk about a lot of the problems that we have, whether they're domestic or whether they're international. I don't even know how we as a country right now could start having good civic debate until we can learn to talk to each other.
On the issue of abortion, Bright says he believes the Dobbs Supreme Court decision left it to the states. If the issue did come before Congress, say a 20-week ban, how would you vote on that?
So on a 20 to 24 weeks, I'm open to having a conversation about what that looks like. But I support a woman's right and a family's right to decide what to do up until that point.
Adam Sexton, WMUR News 9.